Y'all, I went shopping again. Do not judge me. I was having a good time and I'm here to share openly with y'all because we're friends and we understand each other. Now, over the last few months, I've been venturing into these stores and picking up designer fragrances, and it's time I share what I got with you. Now, some of these are re-ups, some of these are rebuys, some of these are newbies to my collection. Either way, I'm very happy because I picked real good. So if you love a perfume video, you love a perfume haul video specifically, designer edition, then stick around and let's get into it.
Just a little bit more of what I've been missing. We got time to act it.
Hi, I'm Jeanique, and too much is never enough. I say that with my whole chest. I see these designer fragrance deals all over the place, 20, 30, 40, 50% off. And you know what I want to know? More. I want to know more. In today's video, we're going to be getting through a bunch of the fragrances I've recently added to my collection for the last few months, and I've been wearing them down, giving them full day wears, giving them a try. And I love them, y'all. Maybe my standards are low and I just love everything, but I don't think that's it. I think I just pick real good. And we're going to talk about it. Now, if you love a perfumey conversation and you think I'm a vibe, because I am, then go ahead and subscribe so you can keep getting reminded by YouTube that you want to be here with me. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. You're a real one and I appreciate you so much. We do these over here. Fun, haul, fragrancy videos all day, every day. So let's get into these fragrances, y'all, because there's so many, it's still a little time. So let's get started. We got three categories, y'all. One, the magnet. When I'm giving magnetic vibes, people just want to flock to me. That's basically what's happening. Two, the flirt. You know what that means. Three, the romantic. Different from the flirt. The flirt is just trying to attract. The romantic is trying to hold them close. It's different. It's the same. It's not really. It's different, definitely. And there is one MVP of the bunch. Can you guess what it is? So category one is the flirt, playful, sweet, and a little bit dangerous. And so these are the fragrances that are just giving all kinds of fun, not too serious vibes. And I absolutely love all of these because they're sweet, they're yummy, and I get into all of them really hard. These are the fragrances for the fun, bubbly girl who turns heads without meaning to. These are fruity, addictive, fun, they're playful. They are such a vibe. And I have three fragrances in this category. Let's start off with an obvious one because it was time, y'all. I picked up a travel size fragrance of Burberry Goddess and it was time to upgrade because the travel size is finished and I wasn't ready to let it go. Now, I talked about the dupe of this fragrance from Lattafa called Angham. Love her. I will link that video if you want a more cost-effective version of this fragrance and a longer review of that fragrance. But Burberry Goddess has made it into the collection, y'all, and it's long overdue. Now, this fragrance is a light, airy, sweet vanilla. It is yummy. As it dries down, it gets more gourmand, it gets stickier, it gets sweeter, and it is so very lovely. We have this really light lavender in the opening, making it feel sort of fresher and everyday, not too try hard. So if you like vanillas but you find they're too gourmand or too heavy, you want something a little bit lighter, here you go. This is Burberry Goddess. Sticking in that vein, because this is also fun and bubbly, but this is also a fragrance I have gone through two travel sizes of. Like I finished a travel size, bought another travel size thinking, do I really want to get the full size version? It finally happened. Now, I know this is not a Kayali fave among the people. This is Eden Juicy Apple. One of my favorite Kayali fragrances. People don't love this fragrance as much as I do. They say to me, Jeanique, that's so juvenile. It just smells like a candied apple. Don't you want something more complex, dynamic? And I say to myself, it's a candied motherfucking apple. What more could I want? I want sweet shit. I want jammy, sticky caramel over apple sweet shit. And this gives me that. It is fun. It is sparkly. It is lively. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And you know, more importantly, it's candy sweet, candied apple sweet. It smells a little like Kool-Aid. I love this fragrance. And I finally have a full bottle in my collection like I deserve. Here we go. This is Spade New York Sparkle. Basically, Kate Spade Sparkle. Now, I don't know if I got all of I don't think so. All the travel sizes that I'm talking about in the same video. I will link the ones where I picked up the travel sizes of these fragrances. but I got a travel set from Kate Spade, original Kate Spade New York, Kate Spade Cherie, and Kate Spade Sparkle. This was my favorite in that bunch, y'all. It is lovely. And I picked up not only one bottle, but a backup bottle. That's when you know you've gone overboard, when you start picking up backup bottles of things you ain't even made a dent in yet, because you know. So this is Floral meets Gourmand, y'all. This is white florals, jammy, heavy, thick, creamy, meets pineapple and creme brulee. What more could I ask for? It is so sweet, decadent, but it feels grown at the same time. It doesn't feel too juvenile. It is a beautiful fragrance. If you love those creamy gourmand elements, meet floral. Everybody comes flocking to me when I wear it because I smell real good. And Kate Spade just be giving, and it's so very underrated. Let's get into category 2, the magnetic fragrances. These are for the women who command attention without trying too hard. They are glamorous and a little bit extra and very much my vibe. Now, these are very much floral fragrances that scream florals at you. So let's get into all of them because they are all very, very lovely. This right here is Mugler Angel Fantasm. Now, I haven't heard a ton about this fragrance, so I blind bought it based on sort of general reviews and the fact that it was like half off. I was like, y'all are basically paying me to buy this. That's girl math right there. Now, what I love about this floral fragrance is that like it is a mix of a very tropical coconut. It is creamy, it is thick, it's a little bit sweet, almost toasted coconut over top of everything, mixed with cherry flowers. So we have a white floral, almost vintage floral vibe, a little bit heavy, a little bit indolic in your face. There are some sweeter elements in this, but that coconut meets floral is giving everything that needs to be gave. It is thick, it is creamy, it is floral, it is a little bit sweet. It feels a little bit tropical, but it feels like nighttime vibes. It's a fun time fragrance for somebody who is grown. That is what we're getting with this fragrance. And it is a very, very lovely one. Now, I do love me a Mugler fragrance, and this one did not disappoint at all. Love this guy here, such a fantastic one. If you want like a little bit more of a grown floral coconutty fragrance, this does that very, very well. Now, have you subscribed yet? I know you want to, so go ahead and help me out, y'all. I would appreciate it. Now let's go back to the video. So not quite as thick and creamy, but no less floral and no less a baddie is Lady Million Fabulous by Paco Rabanne. I think just go by Rabanne, no. So this one is a whole bunch of white florals. I think there's a lot of tuberose in this one. It just smells like tuberose is giving it. Y'all know how I feel about tuberose. I did a whole tuberose specific video. I will link it if you are tuberose interested, tuberose curious, basically. This one, now what makes it fantastic and lovely is that this is a solar floral. It smells sunny. There is something light and airy about this fragrance. It is very pretty, but it also mixes all of those sort of bright sunny notes with those white florals that feel a little bit more grown and a little bit heavier. It also mixes in some tonka bean, side quest with a little bit of moss to add just a little bit of airy outside greenness that feels like a spring day. There's a wonderful nighttime spring fragrance, if I'm going to be specific. Nighttime spring fragrance, giving all kinds of floral energy, but those gourmand notes like the tonka bean and the vanilla helps to ground the fragrance to make it feel a little bit heavier and juicier and thicker. This right here is Prada La Femme Intense. Now, I've also heard the Absolute is fire. I have not tried that one, but this is the intense version, and this is a wonderful floral forward fragrance. It smells like a classic floral. It has all the florals. There is rose, there is yellow florals, there is iris in here for a little bit of powderiness. Most of the work though is being done by white florals like orange blossom. There's, I think, a little bit of vanilla, so topes of it to help sweeten and make the cells a little bit creamier. A little bit of vetiver to add like a little bit of smokiness and darkness and mystery. This is the most grown of the three, the most magnetic and mysterious of all of them, and the one that feels the most mature. This is a nighttime, beautiful dress, dressed up, going to dinner, drinking a nice glass of red wine kind of fragrance. Like that is the vibe here. The next set of fragrances are soft effortless, sweet, and not trying too hard. These are the fragrances for the romantics among us. There's a side of me that falls into this category, and that's why these fragrances needed to come home with me. I want to start off with the one that I feel like doesn't get enough play or enough attention, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I don't know why it just never caught on with fragrance lovers and fragrance buyers. This is Oscar de la Renta New York. So what is in this one? This is a strawberry with a little bit of tangerine, some gardenia, beautiful white florals like jasmine. There's a little bit of rose, not a lot, not very much at all. We have some vanilla, we have some musk, we have a little bit of sandalwood. All that sounds really straightforward. We have a sprinkling of sugar over top. It is a sweet strawberry, not like strawberry compote that feels stickier and heavier. It's like strawberry drink. Strawberries mixed with sugar, a little bit of citrus energy, some fresher notes come together to make something that feels really sparkly and fun and like summer sweet florals in a bottle. It is so pretty. I do not understand why this didn't catch on, because as far as sweet, sparkly, fruity florals go, this is a beautiful one, especially if you love strawberry and a sweeter strawberry. I love all strawberries in whatever form they come. Green, ripe, it don't matter. Strawberry is one of my favorite notes, and this one does a sweeter version of strawberry so very well, and Oscar de la Renta does not get the play it deserves, y'all. So this was a brand new addition for me. I tried it in store and I was like, give it to me right now. So everything that I picked up, I will link it down below in the description, probably to Amazon, but anywhere I can find it, just in case you're keeping a good eye out. I got the hookup, y'all. There's so many My Ways, y'all. They just keep coming out with them. One of my favorites of the My Way, arguably my favorite. Let's talk about My Way Floral. Now, I've had the travel version, the big travel version, the 15 ml travel version for a while now. Wore it down to finish. And then when I saw that they were discontinuing it, allegedly, I needed to pick up a full bottle before it went away, because these went on deep discount because they were like, we're getting rid of the floral version. We're coming out with a new My Way. Stop. This is the best one, or one of them. Anyway, this is My Way Floral, maybe my favorite of the My Ways. And you know why, y'all? Y'all know why. It's all of the white florals. It is heavy, lovely, wonderful tuberose, bergamot, some fruity notes like pear. We have some sandalwood, we have some vanilla, but it's all of those beautiful white, thick ass white florals with a bit of sweetness, fruity sweetness to help balance things out. That makes this feel like the ultimate romantic fragrance, but like girl next door romantic fragrance. Like, am I 21 heading out with my next door boyfriend and we're going to go get, I don't know, sodas, fancy sodas? Yeah, like that is the vibe. Like, I feel youthful and playful and lovely. Like, the whole world is ahead of me and nothing could ever go wrong in my romantic life. That's the version of romantic this is giving. I don't know what this is, right? It's Daisy, one of the daisies. This one right here is Daisy Love, the best of the daisies, followed by Daisy Wild. I'm not saying there's a definitive ranking of the daisy fragrances in my own head that I keep track of, but there is. Daisy Fresh, not top 3. I like it, but it is not a love. You know what is a love? Daisy Love. No, this is Cloudberry as usual, and Daisy as usual, because all of them have the exact same things. This one is slightly creamier for some reason. I don't know what's in here that's making it creamy. Could it be vanilla? I don't know. But it's also sweeter than a lot of the other Daisy fragrances, making this feel soft and pretty and understated, but sweet and lovely and cozy at the same time. I think it's that creamier Daisy coming together with that sweetness that makes this feel really romantic and playful without trying too hard. Like, you can wear this in the daytime to work and not feel like you're flirting, but you could also wear it on a date and actually flirt while you're wearing it, because I feel like this just strikes a beautiful balance of being very come hither without going overboard trying to read sexy as fuck, right? Like, that is the vibe here, and I love her. Am I thirsty for a lot of these Daisy fragrances? Yes. Does that make me basic? I do not care. Did y'all guess my MVP fragrance of this bunch? Because I feel like it's obvious. Now, this is Paco Rabanne, and this is Femme Le Parfum specifically, because I tried the Femme Intense version, y'all. It was not good. It was not good. I don't know what they were doing there, but Just be warned about that. On the flip side, Fame Le Parfum is fire. Now, I have the original Fame. I love that fragrance. It's tropical floral fragrance, giving the best version of vacation vibes. I have a tropical fragrance video coming up. It is featured, just FYI, spoiler alert. I did a bunch of fragrance sampling a few months ago during the Sephora sale back in October, and I came to y'all with the tea. I did this fragrance, Fame Le Parfum, was in my top 10. I was obsessed. I loved this fragrance, but I just did not want to buy it full price. I kept waiting for a good ass deal until there was a good ass deal and I picked it up with the quickness, and I have no regrets. She is lovely. So what is this fragrance, y'all? You know what it is. This is a beautiful mix of a thick, creamy, sweet mango mixed with what feels like coconut milk or coconut cream. It is thick, it is lovely, it is so decadent and beautiful. Now that is balanced off with a whole bunch of jasmine to make this not feel gourmand. This is decidedly like a floral gourmand mixed tropical twist edition. It is beautiful. We have a little bit of patchouli to cut through some of the sweetness. We have some vanilla in here. We have some sandalwood. We have some musk. This is a beautiful, thick, heavy, sweet mango fragrance. Meet airy, slightly fresh jasmine to help this fragrance just feel light and lovely on the body. This is a cool night out in spring or summer type fragrance because those tropical vibes make you feel like you want to lean into the vacation elements that this fragrance is tapping into. And I love wearing this. I feel scrumptious. I feel just really delicious and edible when I wear this fragrance, and it was time that I picked up a full bottle. So those were all the designer fragrances I picked up recently that I wanted to share with you. Now, is this the only haul that I did? Obviously not. I have 2 more hauls coming. I apologize. There's so many. One is going to be featuring mostly affordable fragrances. No, all affordable fragrances. Some of them from dupe brands like Paris Corner and Fragrance World, other fragrances from Arabian brands like Lattafa. I also picked up some designer fragrances as well, including the new Kylie Jenner Cosmic 2.0, which is surprisingly delicious smelling. Y'all, I need to talk to you about it. I also picked up some niche adjacent fragrances from brands like Leda and other places that I want to share with you. I just need to get it all together, test everything out multiple times before I come and talk to y'all about it, because I like to do my due diligence and hard work, basically. I do this for science, y'all. Anyway, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me and getting into my new Perfume additions to my collection, which I'm so excited about, and I hope you can share in my joy with me. Now, if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. There are so many more videos to come. Just wait and see. Again, I'm Jeanique, a lover of all kinds of fragrances, designer, niche, and affordable fragrances alike. And every time I pick one up, I'm going to tell you about it because I can't keep anything to myself. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Bye.
We're going through phases. I wish I could stay, but the seasons are changing. I'm gone.
Cold-blooded, flood my whole heart with your loving. Find me in the thick of it.